My name is David Harrison Grice. Welcome to the Grice Report, your unfiltered daily voice for truth. We are in a very perilous circumstance as a world right now. So the Mad King Wannabe Donald Trump has put an ultimatum before President Volodymyr Zelenskyy of Ukraine. And I don't have any words for how ridiculous this is because America and Ukraine are supposed to be allies. Instead, we're siding with Russia on this, and I'll explain why I say that. So America, the peace proposal that Trump has drawn up, according to all the sources that I've actually read it from, the peace plan favors Putin. It favors Putin's Russia. Why? So they want to have Ukraine concede land. Now, if they concede land, they're allowing Russia to set up shop right in their own country. And it means that they lose their national pride, their national heritage, their national dignity. And this came from Volodymyr Zelenskyy himself. He said, if we concede, we lose our national dignity. We lose our dignity as human beings. And the other side of that is Trump said, well, you have to respond by Thursday, meaning next Thursday, which is, I believe, is Thanksgiving Day. And Zelenskyy was like, well, if we don't do it, we lose America's support. So what happens? A couple of other European nations doubled down in their support for Ukraine. Do we really want a madman in the White House who's going to put us in the axis of evil as a country? I sure don't. We need to get that going right now. Get him out of office. Removal proceedings immediately. Impeachment immediately. He needs to go. Like yesterday, the dude is a danger to the entire world. We cannot let the Soviet Union reform. We cannot let this happen. We have the power to stop it. And to that end, we're going to keep pushing for it. So if you like what you're hearing tonight, please remember to like, subscribe, and down here we have an email address, thegricereport@gmail.com. Again, that's thegricereport@gmail.com. Please send us any tips, leads, story requests, any kind of interactions you've had with the ICE Gestapo, CBP Gestapo, or any other force that you're coming into contact with. If you have any white supremacists in your neighborhood that are acting badly, we'd love to expose them to the world because they don't get a free pass. No one gets a free pass for hate. And please hit that subscribe button, because we are looking to get the news out there as much as possible. And thank you for all of our subscribers already. We've surpassed like 260 subscribers. You are freaking awesome for following us in this journey. Thank you for trusting us with your truth. So moving on. I felt heartbroken and devastated when I read this. And I'm only laughing because it's so uncomfortable because a lot of us have been involved. So the FBI and the ICE Gestapo secret military forces have been spying on signal chats for court watchers and rapid responders. Now, I'm a rapid responder, as everybody knows. I've talked about it before. I'm not in the court watcher chat, but it really disturbs me because Brad Lander was. Brad Lander went today to 26 Federal Plaza, where he recently got arrested for trying to prevent the ICE Gestapo from making illegal courthouse abductions without warrants. He went back to protest this very article. It's an absolute dystopian nightmare that we can't even have communications anymore for things that are completely legal. Rapid responding is legal. Court watching is legal. There's nothing illegal about any of it. They're making activism into an illegal activity because they're trying to link it to Antifa, and this is the Antifa narrative that we've been talking about. It's a false narrative. They're trying to silence dissidents by using these kinds of words like Antifa and socialists and communists. They're trying to put everybody into the same group when it's just not accurate. We deserve our privacy as a nation. We deserve to not be surveilled with every single day. And then just to show you how far along we are in this dystopian nightmare, Rhode Island, just very recently, there was a teenage high school intern that worked for the court system. An intern for the, I'll repeat, an intern for the court system was abducted by the ICE Gestapo. So Judge Joseph McBurney in Rhode Island intervened, and I'm going to let you see what that looks like because I can't believe they went after the courts.
Video shows the dramatic scene outside Providence Superior Court as ICE agents handcuffed a high school court intern.
That teen was later released after a judge intervened and told federal agents they had the wrong guy. Kayla Fish joins us now with a closer look at the intense situation and what our law enforcement analyst is saying about the temperature around ICE right now. Kayla?
Well, this all happened around the same time that advocates were holding an event outside the courthouse here protesting ICE activity. So the atmosphere here was already tense, and the wrongful detainment just escalated it from there. Chaos outside of Providence Superior Court as a high school court intern was briefly detained by federal immigration agents and then freed. Sources tell Target 12 it started when courthouse security noticed someone later identified as an ICE agent taking pictures of the intern inside the building. The teen was reportedly shaken, so sources say Superior Court Judge Joseph McBurney offered to drive him home.
Back up right now. Back up.
That's when ICE surrounded the judge's car and ordered everyone out of the vehicle, with sources saying agents threatened to smash the windows if they didn't comply. Video shows ICE agents putting the teen in handcuffs and leading him away. McBurney and others insisted the agents had the wrong person.
Let him go! Let him go!
And after an argument, ICE checked the intern's ID, admitted he was not their intended target, and released him.
Oh, it's concerning to me as a lawyer.
Miriam Weisenbaum was outside the courthouse for the news conference, pushing back against ICE operations.
Clearly, it seems that if they had the wrong person, then they didn't really know who they were looking for, which calls into question whether they had a legal right to seize anybody. It's very frightening, but I think what we saw today were many, many people standing up.
With all the things going on across the country in different parts, every ICE agent in America knows that they're under the gun, where people are attacking them.
12 News law enforcement analyst Stephen O'Donnell says the incident, as well as video showing an agent appearing to point a taser at a protester, underscores the volatility around ICE operations.
ICE, you like it or not, is enforcing law. You got to make sure you get the right people, but they have to be able to effectuate their arrest.
Now, a handful of elected leaders reacted to the incident with statements calling it outrageous and unacceptable, with Governor Dan McKee also adding, quote, Rhode Islanders should not have to fear federal agents operating with such reckless disregard for the law and human dignity, end quote. We did reach out to ICE for comment for this story, but so far we haven't heard back. In Providence, I'm Kayla Fish, 12.
Yeah. They have no respect for the law. It's a lawless regime, and they must be removed immediately. My name is David Harrison Grice. Thank you for joining the Resistance. Thank you for watching, and please do hit that subscribe button. And thank you for trusting us with your truth. Have a great night.